Hello there. A West Yorkshire doctor who was left bedbound following a COVID infection says he feels abandoned by the government. 41-year-old Dr Alexis Gilbert from Burley and Wharfdale caught the virus in 2022 and continues to live with debilitating symptoms including fatigue, pain and brain fog. Our health correspondent Jamie Coulson has the first of a number of special reports over the coming days.
It's taken away all of my dignity, it's taken away all of my joy. It really has been completely devastating on my life.
Before COVID, Dr Alexis Gilbert used to live a full and active life. The 41-year-old was managing a challenging role as a public health consultant alongside being a husband and dad to a young family. In July 2022, he was infected with the virus and after a few weeks of being unwell, thought he was improving. But then everything changed.
Everything started to come back and a lot worse. So suddenly I was so fatigued I couldn't get out of bed and the symptoms just started piling up.
Alexis was eventually admitted to hospital where he stayed for a month. He's since been diagnosed with illnesses including long COVID and ME, which is also known as chronic fatigue syndrome.
It's like someone kept you awake for 3 days straight. You've got the worst hangover you've ever had and you're trying to run a marathon all at the same time.
Alexis is now almost entirely bedbound and unable to work. He's been sharing his story online to help others suffering in a similar way.
Being a dad was always the most important part of my life and I feel like I've lost that. I feel like I'm not the parent I want to be, I'm not the partner I want to be. As someone with long COVID, I felt ignored by the last government and abandoned by this one. I think most of the world wants to get on with ignoring COVID and forgetting about the pandemic.
The government says it's committed to ensuring there are quality services across the country for those with long COVID and that NHS England has a range of support for affected staff. They say they are funding research and joining up health and employment support to help people.
I hope that people start taking it seriously and maybe we'll get some treatments in time, but living like this for the foreseeable future is really scary for me.
Jamie Coulson, BBC Look North.